The night was silent. No birds. No wind. No voices. Only darkness. Frairen stood alone on the broken road outside the old city. The stones under his feet were cold. The walls around him were half destroyed. Long ago, this place was full of life. Now it was only dust and shadows. He held a small lantern in his right hand. Its weak light shook in the air. Frairen looked around slowly. "This place has not changed," he whispered. 5 years. 5 long years had passed since the last war. 5 years since Rimiki disappeared. Everyone said Rimiki was a traitor. Everyone said he betrayed the kingdom. Everyone said he sold secrets to the enemy. But Frairen never believed it. Not even once. Rimiki was his brother in spirit. His friend. His shield in battle. His hope in darkness. A traitor? No. Never. The strange message. 3 hours ago, Frairen was sleeping in his small room near the army camp. Then someone knocked on his door. 3 times. Slow. Heavy. Cold. Knock. 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 Frairen woke up. His hand moved to his sword. "Who is there?" he asked. No answer. He opened the door. No one was there. Only a small black box lay on the ground. Frairen picked it up. Inside the box was a folded paper. Old. Yellow. Torn on the edges. He opened it. One line was written on it. "If you still trust Rimiki, come to the old North City before midnight." Frairen's heart stopped. Rimiki's name. After 5 years. Why now? Who sent this? Is it a trap? His mind filled with questions. But his heart gave one answer. I must go. Return to the past. Now he was here. Old North City. The place where everything ended. The place where Rimiki was blamed. The place where their friendship broke in front of the world. Frairen walked slowly inside. Each step felt heavy. Each breath felt painful. Every corner reminded him of memories. He saw himself and Rimiki running here. Laughing. Training. Dreaming. Back then they were young soldiers. They had no fear. No doubts. Only hope. We will protect this land, Rimiki used to say. Together, Frairen always replied. Together. That word now felt like a broken promise. The whispering wind. Suddenly, the wind started blowing. Cold. Sharp. Like a warning. The lantern light flickered. Frairen stopped. He felt something. Someone. Show yourself, he said loudly. No answer. Only silence. Then, a soft sound. Footsteps. Behind him. Frairen turned quickly. Sword out. But no one was there. His heartbeat became faster. Calm down, he told himself. It's only fear. He walked forward. Deeper into the ruins. The hidden door. After a few minutes, he reached the old central hall. Its roof was broken. Moonlight entered from above. The floor was covered with dust. In the middle there was a large stone statue. A warrior holding a shield. A hero from ancient times. Frairen stopped. Something felt strange. He looked closely. The statue's base was scratched. New marks. Someone had been here recently. He bent down. He touched the stone. It moved. Hidden door, he whispered. With effort he pushed. The stone slid aside. A dark staircase appeared. Going underground. His heart pounded. Down there was darkness. Unknown. Danger. But also, truth. Frairen took a deep breath. And stepped in. Into the darkness. The stairs were narrow. Wet. Cold. Water dropped from above. Each drop echoed. Tick, tick, tick. The sound felt like time running out. He walked slowly. Carefully. After many steps, he reached the bottom. A long tunnel appeared. Old walls. Broken torches. Rusty chains. This was once a prison. A secret one. Only high officers knew about it. Why was it here? Why now? Frairen walked forward. Then he heard something. A voice. Weak. Broken. Painful. Help. Frairen froze. He looked around. Who is there? He asked. Help, please. The voice came from the left. Behind iron bars. A cell. He moved closer. Inside he saw a man. Thin. Dirty. Covered in wounds. Chains on his hands. Chains on his legs. The man lifted his head. Moonlight touched his face. Frairen's breath stopped. His eyes widened. His body shook. No, it can't be. The man looked at him. Slowly. Weakly. And spoke one word. Frairen. It was Rimiki. The shocking truth. Frairen dropped his lantern. It fell. It broke. Light disappeared. Only moonlight remained. Rimiki, he whispered. His voice was shaking. He moved closer. He touched the bars. Is it really you? Rimiki smiled weakly. Yes, my brother. Tears filled Frairen's eyes. For 5 years, I thought you were dead, Frairen said. They said you betrayed us. Rimiki closed his eyes. They lied, he replied. They wanted me silent. Frairen's hands trembled. Why? Why you? Rimiki looked up. Because I saw the truth. What truth? Frairen asked. Rimiki took a deep breath. The king started the war. For power. For control. For gold. Frairen felt like the ground moved. No, that's impossible. I have proof, Rimiki said. But they caught me first. They blamed me. They erased my name. They locked me here. For 5 years. Frairen felt anger rise inside him. His fists closed. They used you, he said. Yes, Rimiki replied. And now they will use you too. Frairen looked at him. What do you mean? Rimiki's face became serious. They know you are here. The trap begins. Suddenly, a loud sound. Boom. The tunnel entrance closed. Stones fell. Dust filled the air. Torches lit up. One by one. Fire appeared. Footsteps echoed. Many. Heavy. Armored. Soldiers came from both sides. Black armor. Red symbol. The royal guard. Their leader stepped forward. Tall. Cold eyes. Sharp voice. Captain Frairen, he said. You should not be here. Frairen pulled out his sword. Release him, Frairen shouted. The leader smiled. Too late. You were easy to follow. This was the plan. Frairen looked at Rimiki. Stay strong, he said. I will get you out. Rimiki shook his head. No, listen. They want you alive. They want you to choose. Choose what? Frairen asked. The leader raised his hand. A soldier brought a small box. He opened it. Inside was a crystal device. Glowing red. A bomb. If you move, the leader said, this explodes. This tunnel collapses. He dies. You die. Everyone dies. Silence. Frairen's heart raced. Sweat ran down his face. His sword felt heavy. What do you want? Frairen asked. The leader stepped closer. The truth. The proof Rimiki has. Give it to us. Rimiki laughed softly. I burned it, he said. The leader's smile disappeared. Liar. Rimiki looked at Frairen. Under the statue, he whispered. Third stone. Frairen understood. The proof was hidden. The truth still lived. The unexpected choice. The leader raised his sword. Last chance, he said. Step back. Leave. Forget him. Live. Frairen looked at Rimiki. Rimiki's eyes were calm. No matter what, Rimiki said, don't give up. Frairen closed his eyes. Memories filled his mind. Their training. Their laughter. Their promises. Together. He opened his eyes. And made his choice. I will not leave, Frairen said. The leader frowned. Then you die. No, Frairen replied. Then we fight. He threw his sword to the ground. Everyone was shocked. What are you doing? Rimiki shouted. Frairen smiled. Trust me. He raised his empty hands. I surrender, he said. The leader relaxed. Good. He walked closer. Too close. In that moment, Frairen kicked the lantern's broken metal. It hit the bomb. The light flashed. Boom. Smoke filled the tunnel. Chaos started. Shouts. Fire. Dust. Frairen ran. Rimiki shouted. Chains broke. Walls cracked. The tunnel began to fall. Everything changed in seconds. This was the turning point. Nothing would be the same again. Smoke filled the tunnel. Dust fell from the ceiling. Fire burned on broken stones. People shouted. Metal crashed. Everything was chaos. Frairen held Rimiki's arm tightly. Don't stop. Frairen shouted. I'm trying. Rimiki replied in pain. Rimiki was weak. 5 years in chains had stolen his strength. His legs shook. His breath was slow. But he kept moving. Because he trusted Frairen. Because he wanted freedom. Because he wanted truth. Behind them, soldiers were screaming. Catch them. Don't let them escape. Kill them. The tunnel was breaking. Cracks spread on the walls. Water rushed in. Rocks fell like rain. If they stayed even one more second, they would die. The narrow escape. Frairen saw a small opening ahead. Light. Fresh air. Hope. There. Frairen pointed. They ran toward it. Just as they reached the opening, boom. A huge stone fell behind them. The tunnel closed. Darkness swallowed the prison. Silence returned. Only the sound of their breathing remained. They had escaped. Barely. Frairen and Rimiki fell to the ground outside. Cold grass touched their faces. Night sky looked down on them. Stars were shining. Free. For the first time in 5 years, Rimiki was free. Tears rolled from his eyes. I can't believe it, he whispered. Frairen sat beside him. You are safe now, he said. Rimiki smiled weakly. Because of you. Frairen looked away. We still have work, he replied. The truth is not safe yet. The hidden wound. They rested under an old tree. Wind moved the leaves softly. Far away, wolves howled. The world felt dangerous. Rimiki tried to stand. Suddenly, he fell again. Rimiki. Frairen caught him. Blood was coming from Rimiki's side. A deep wound. From the explosion. Frairen tore a piece of cloth. He pressed it on the wound. Why didn't you tell me? Frairen asked. Rimiki smiled. I didn't want to slow you. Frairen felt anger. And fear. Don't be stupid, he said. You matter. Rimiki closed his eyes. I know, brother. After some time, the bleeding slowed. Rimiki could walk again. But slowly. Painfully. The old safe house. Before the war, soldiers had secret shelters. Hidden places. Only trusted people knew them. Frairen remembered one. Deep in a forest. Far from roads. They walked for hours. Through trees. Through mud. Through darkness. Finally, they reached a small stone house. Broken roof. Hidden door. Frairen pushed a rock. The door opened. Inside was a simple room. Bed. Table. Old weapons. Food boxes. This place still exists, Rimiki said. Not everything is destroyed, Frairen replied. They went inside. Frairen locked the door. For now, they were safe. Painful memories. Rimiki sat on the bed. Frairen gave him water. Bread. Medicine. Tell me everything, Frairen said. What happened 5 years ago? Rimiki took a deep breath. His eyes became dark. It started with a mission, he said. The secret mission. The king sent us to meet enemy leaders. To talk about peace. But it was fake. What do you mean? Frairen asked. They planned an attack, Rimiki replied. They wanted war. They wanted an excuse. So they killed their own men. And blamed the enemy. Frairen's fists tightened. That's evil. I found secret letters, Rimiki continued. Orders with a king's seal. Proof of lies. I went to show them to the council. But someone betrayed me. Who? Frairen asked. Rimiki looked down. General Varric. Frairen froze. Varric. His teacher. His hero. The man who trained him. No, Frairen whispered. Yes, Rimiki said. He sold us. He sold the kingdom. For power. Silence filled the room. Frairen felt his heart break. The enemy in shadows. Next morning, sunlight entered the room. Birds sang. It looked peaceful. But danger was near. Far away, in the capital, General Varric stood in a dark hall. Large windows. red flags, golden throne. The king sat on it.
Weak. Old.
Afraid. Rimiki is alive, Varric said. The king's hands shook. That is impossible. He escaped, Varric replied. With Frairen. The king stood up. Then kill them. Varric bowed. I already sent hunters. Elite soldiers. Silent killers. They were coming. The first betrayal. Frairen went outside to get water. Rimiki rested inside. Suddenly, Frairen heard a sound. A click. Too late. A net fell from trees. It trapped him. He fell. Frairen. Rimiki shouted. 3 men appeared. Black clothes. Hidden faces. Assassins. One held a knife. Don't move, he said. Rimiki grabbed a small dagger. He ran. Even in pain. He attacked. One assassin fell. Another kicked him. Rimiki crashed into the wall. Blood flowed from his mouth. Rimiki. Frairen shouted. He broke the net. Grabbed a stick. Fought back. Hard. Fast. Angry. 2 assassins fell. The 3rd ran away. Silence returned. Rimiki lay on the ground. Weak. Breathing hard. Frairen held him. Why did you come? Frairen asked. You could have died. Rimiki smiled. So could you. The broken trust. That night, they sat near a small fire. No talking. Only flames. Finally, Rimiki spoke. There is something you should know. Frairen looked at him. What? Rimiki hesitated. I once worked with Varric. Frairen stood up. What? For a short time, Rimiki said quickly. He promised change. He promised peace. I believed him. But he lied. Frairen felt hurt. You didn't tell me? I was ashamed, Rimiki replied. I thought I could fix it alone. You should have trusted me, Frairen said. I know, Rimiki whispered. Silence. Pain. Distance. Their bond cracked. Not broken, but weak. A new ally. Next day, they moved again. Toward the mountains. There lived a woman named Lyra, a former spy. She hated the king. She hated Varric. She knew secrets. They found her in a cave, crossbow in hand. Stop, she said. Who are you? Frairen raised his hands. I am Frairen, and this is Rimiki. Her eyes widened. The ghost soldier? Yes, Rimiki replied. She lowered her weapon. I thought you were dead. Not yet, Rimiki said. They told her everything. Lyra listened. Carefully. Then she smiled. I can help you. I know where the proof is. Frairen's heart jumped. Where? In Varric's fortress. The most protected place in the kingdom. Almost impossible to enter. Almost. The dangerous plan. That night, they made a plan simple, risky, deadly. Step 1. Enter the city in disguise. Step 2. Reach the fortress. Step 3. Steal the files. Step 4. Escape alive. Many will die, Frairen said. Yes, Lyra replied. But many will live too. Rimiki looked at Frairen. This is our chance. Frairen nodded. Then we take it. The promise. Before sleeping, Frairen stood outside, looking at stars. Rimiki joined him. Are you afraid? Rimiki asked. Yes, Frairen replied. But I'm ready. Rimiki smiled. Whatever happens, thank you for believing me. Frairen placed his hand on Rimiki's shoulder. Always. From this moment, they were no longer just friends. They were warriors of truth, fugitives, targets, hope for the people, and enemies of the throne. Morning came slowly. Gray clouds covered the sky. A cold wind moved through the mountains. Frairen, Rimiki, and Lyra stood on a high cliff. Below them, the capital city spread wide. Tall walls, golden towers, red flags, and in the center, the fortress. Dark, huge, silent, like a sleeping monster. Rimiki stared at it. That place destroyed my life, he said softly. Frairen looked at him. Today we take something back, he replied. Lyra crossed her arms. Today, we steal the truth. The disguise plan. They moved down the mountain path, toward the city gate. Hundreds of people were entering. Merchants, workers, travelers. Guards checked everyone. Weapons,
Papers.
faces. No mistakes, Lyra whispered. She gave them new clothes. Simple worker outfits.
Dirty. Old.
Normal. Frairen hid his sword under cloth. Rimiki covered his scars. Lyra changed her hair, put dust on her face. Now they looked like poor travelers. Not rebels. Not enemies. Just 3 tired souls. They joined the line.
Slowly. Step by step.
Closer to danger. At the city gate, 2 guards stood tall. Steel armor. Hard eyes. Next, one shouted. A man before them was searched, then allowed in. Now, it was Frairen's turn. Name, the guard asked. Frairen, Frairen replied. Work, stone carrier. The guard looked at him, suspicious. Open your bag. Frairen did. Inside were ropes and tools. Nothing else. The guard nodded. Go. Rimiki stepped forward. Name? Rin, he said. The guard stared at his scars. How did you get these? Mining accident, Rimiki replied.
Lie.
But a good one. The guard hesitated, then waved him in. Lyra was last. She smiled. Lost traveler, she said. The guard looked confused, then shrugged. Go.
They passed.
Inside the city.
Alive.
The city of lies. Inside, the city looked beautiful. Clean roads, white buildings, colorful markets.
People laughed.
Children played. Music filled the air. It looked peaceful. But Lyra shook her head. It's fake, she said. Behind this smile is fear. They walked through narrow streets, avoiding soldiers, avoiding attention. Finally, they reached a small shop. Old books, broken shelves. This is our contact, Lyra whispered. They entered. An old man sat inside. Gray beard, sharp eyes. You are late, he said. Sorry, Frairen replied. The man stood up, locked the door. My name is Corin, he said. I work in the fortress. Rimiki's heart jumped. You work inside? Yes, Corin replied. I clean records. I copy files. I know secrets. Lyra smiled.
Good.
Then help us. Corin looked nervous. If they catch me,
I die.
Frairen spoke calmly. If we fail, everyone dies. Silence. Then Corin nodded.
Tonight, he said.
I take you in. Inside the fortress. Night fell. The city slept. But the fortress stayed awake.
Torches burned.
Guards walked. Steel gates closed. Corin led them to a back entrance. A small door, hidden behind walls. He opened it. This way, he whispered. They entered. Dark corridors. Cold stone. Heavy air. Every step echoed. Rimiki's heart beat fast. This place held his pain. His prison. His nightmare. They moved slowly. Corin stopped near a staircase. Records room is above, he said. 3rd floor. But security is strong. Lyra nodded. We know. The silent attack. 2 guards stood near the stairs. Talking. Laughing. Lyra took out small needles.
Poisoned.
She threw them.
Fast.
Silent. Both guards fell. No sound. Frairen caught one body. Rimiki caught the other. They hid them. Move, Lyra whispered. They climbed. 1 floor. 2 floors. 3 floors. Finally, a metal door. With a lock. This is it, Corin said. Lyra knelt. Opened her tools.
Click. Click. Click.
The door opened. Inside, rows of shelves. Papers. Maps. Files. Secrets. This is it, Rimiki whispered. Proof. They began searching.
Fast.
Careful. Sweat fell. Time was short. The hidden file. Frairen opened boxes. Nothing. Rimiki checked drawers. Nothing. Lyra searched walls. Then, she stopped.
Here, she said.
A loose stone. Behind it, a small metal case. She opened it. Inside were letters. stamped with royal seal. War orders, false reports, fake peace talks, real plans. Rimiki held one paper. His hands shook. This proves everything, he said. Tears filled his eyes. They lied to everyone. Frairen placed a hand on his shoulder. We will show this to the world. But suddenly,
Clap, clap, clap.
slow clapping echoed. They turned. A tall man stood at the door. Black armor, silver badge, cold smile. General Varric. The trap revealed. Well done, Varric said. I'm impressed. Lyra raised her weapon. Don't move. Varric laughed. You think I came alone? Doors opened. Soldiers entered. Surrounded them. Dozens.
Guns, swords.
No escape. I knew you would come, Varric said. Rimiki always loved truth. And Frairen always followed him. Frairen shouted, You destroyed everything. Varric smiled. I built everything. Power needs sacrifice. Rimiki stepped forward. You killed innocent people. They were tools, Varric replied. Like you. Rimiki's fist shook. You used me. Yes, Varric said. And you failed me. The shocking order. Varric looked at soldiers. Kill the girl, he said. Lyra's eyes widened. 2 soldiers grabbed her. No. Frairen shouted. Stop. Varric raised his hand. Unless. Everyone froze. Unless Rimiki gives me the files, Varric continued. Then she lives. Rimiki looked at Lyra. Then at Frairen. Then at the papers. His heart broke. Don't, Lyra said. Do not give him. Frairen shook his head. We will find another way. Varric smiled. You have 10 seconds. He started counting. 10, 9, 8. Rimiki closed his eyes. Memories rushed in.
Prison, pain,
Loneliness.
hope.
7, 6. He looked at Frairen. I'm sorry, he whispered. 5, 4. Rimiki stepped forward.
Stop, he said.
I'll give it. No. Frairen shouted. Rimiki handed the files. Varric took them. Smiled. Smart boy. He nodded. A soldier released Lyra. Everyone relaxed. For 1 second. The real plan. Then,
Boom.
an explosion shook the room. Smoke filled the air. Fire spread. Screams. Chaos. Varric shouted. What is this? Lyra smiled. Backup plan. She had hidden bombs earlier. Frairen grabbed Rimiki. Run. They ran. Through smoke. Through fire. Bullets flew. Walls cracked. Corrin appeared. This way. He led them to a secret tunnel. They jumped inside. Darkness swallowed them. Behind them, the fortress burned. After the escape, they ran for minutes. Finally, they reached outside. Forest.
Night.
Silence. They collapsed. Breathing hard.
Alive.
But Rimiki looked empty. I gave him the proof, he said. Frairen grabbed his shoulders.
No.
Rimiki looked up. What? Frairen smiled. You gave him fake copies. Rimiki froze. You switched them? Yes, Frairen said. Before Varric came. Lyra laughed. I told you. Backup plan. Rimiki fell back. Relief washed over him. They still have the truth, he whispered. Yes, Frairen replied. And now, they are scared. Rain fell slowly. Cold drops touched the ground. Dark clouds covered the sky. Frairen stood on a hill. Below him, hundreds of small fires burned. Rebel camps, hidden villages, secret shelters. People were gathering. Not for war, for hope. Rimiki stood beside him, wrapped in a cloak. Weak, but strong in spirit. Do you feel it? Rimiki asked. Yes, Frairen replied. The storm is coming, the spreading truth. After the fortress fire, rumors spread fast. In markets, in homes, in temples. People whispered. The king lied. Varric killed soldiers. War was fake. Lyra moved like a shadow. She shared papers, secret letters, real orders.
Proof.
One by one, cities woke up. Workers stopped work. Farmers refused tax. Soldiers questioned commands. Fear changed into anger, and anger into courage. The first rebel base, deep in the eastern forest, an old fort stood, broken, forgotten.
Now,
It lived again. Rebels cleaned it, fixed walls, made weapons, trained day and night. Frairen became their leader, not by title.
by trust.
He trained young fighters.
Taught discipline. Taught mercy.
Do not fight for hate, he said. Fight for justice. People listened, because he lived it. Rimiki's new role. Rimiki could not fight much. His body was still weak, but his mind was sharp. He wrote speeches, messages, letters to cities. He spoke to crowds. Not with anger, with truth. With lies, they ruled us, he said. With truth, we will rise. People cried.
People believed. People followed.
Varric's counterattack. In the capital, General Varric smashed a table. They are growing, he shouted. Stop them. The king trembled. Do something. Varric nodded. I will. He sent armies, burned villages, arrested leaders, killed messengers. Fear returned. Some people ran. Some hid. Some betrayed. One night, a spy entered the rebel camp. He poisoned food. 10 rebels died. Frairen felt guilt. I failed them, he whispered. Lyra held his arm.
No.
This is war. The betrayer. Days later, Rimiki disappeared. No note. No sound. Just gone. Frairen searched everywhere. Nothing. Then a message came. A black arrow. With paper tied. Come alone to Red Canyon. If you want him alive. Varric's mark. Frairen's heart stopped. It's a trap, Lyra said. I know, Frairen replied. But I'm going. The canyon of death. Red Canyon was deep.
Dry.
Sharp rocks. Blood-colored sand. Frairen walked alone. Sword hidden. Mind ready. At the center, Rimiki was tied to a pole.
Weak.
Injured. Varric stood beside him, smiling. You came, Varric said. Frairen raised his sword. Let him go. Varric laughed. Trade. Your surrender. For his life. Frairen looked at Rimiki. Rimiki shook his head. Don't, he whispered. Finish this. Frairen closed his eyes. Then, he dropped his sword. I surrender, he said. Varric clapped. Good. Soldiers surrounded Frairen, tied him. Varric raised his gun. Then, an arrow flew, hit a soldier. Then another. Then another. From cliffs. Rebels. Lyra's plan.
Attack.
Battle exploded. The turning battle. Swords clashed. Guns fired. Smoke rose. Frairen broke free. Fought like fire. Rimiki cut his ropes. Joined the fight. Even weak, he fought. Varric retreated. But Frairen followed. They faced each other. Alone. On a cliff edge. You lost, Frairen said. Varric smiled. Not yet. He pulled a small device.
Bomb.
I win, he said. Rimiki shouted. Frairen. Varric pressed it.
Click.
Nothing. Lyra's voice echoed. Remote disabled. Varric froze. No. Frairen punched him. Varric fell. Unconscious. Captured. The king's last move. Varric was taken.
Chained. Exposed.
People celebrated. But danger remained. The king. Desperate. Afraid. He ordered the final army. All forces, he commanded. Destroy rebels. Thousands marched. Toward the forest. The final war. The night before war. That night. Rebels gathered. Silent.
Scared.
Hopeful. Frairen spoke. Tomorrow we may die. But today we choose freedom. Rimiki stood beside him. I was called traitor, he said. But truth never dies. People raised fists. For freedom. For justice. For truth. Brothers promise. Later, Frairen and Rimiki sat alone. Stars above. Fire between. If I fall, Rimiki began. You won't, Frairen said. If you fall, Rimiki corrected. Frairen smiled. Then you lead. They touched fists. A promise. The sun had not risen yet. The sky was dark blue. Cold wind moved through the forest. Mist covered the ground. Thousands of soldiers stood in silence. On one side, the royal army, heavy armor, long spears, war flags. On the other side, the rebels, simple clothes, old swords, brave hearts, no golden shields, no big castles, only truth and courage. Frairen stood at the front, sword in hand, eyes calm, heart ready. Rimiki stood beside him, breathing slow, weak body, strong soul. Lyra watched from behind, arrow ready, mind sharp. This was the last fight, the last warning. A horn sounded. Bum. From the royal side, a messenger rode forward. White flag.
He stopped.
Read loudly. By order of the king. Lay down weapons. Return home. Or be destroyed.
Silence.
Frairen walked forward. He raised his voice. We fight not for power, he said. We fight for truth. No more lies. No more fear. Go home, he shouted. This is not your war. Some soldiers lowered heads. Some shook. Some stepped back. But officers screamed. Attack. The horns blew. The ground shook. War began. Fire and blood. Arrows flew. Swords clashed. Men shouted. Horses screamed. Smoke filled the air. Frairen fought like lightning. One strike. One fall. One step forward. Rimiki stayed behind lines, giving orders, helping wounded, guiding fighters. Lyra climbed a tree, shot arrows. Each hit saved a life. Blood stained the ground. Friends fell. Enemies fell. No one felt victory. Only survival. The king enters. Suddenly, golden trumpets sounded. The crowd moved. A carriage came, covered in gold, surrounded by guards. Inside, the king.
Old. Weak.
Afraid, but proud.
He stood.
Raised his hand. Stop, he shouted. Some soldiers paused. This war ends now, he said. If Frairen surrenders. All eyes turned. Frairen stepped forward. You destroyed this land, he said. You used people like tools. The king shook. I did it for order. For peace. For control, Frairen replied. Peace built on lies is war. The crowd murmured. Truth spread like fire. Rimiki's last proof. Rimiki walked forward, holding papers. These are your orders, he said. Signed by you. Villages burned. Innocent killed. Wars created. The king's face turned white. They are fake, he shouted. No, Lyra said. She stepped forward. We copied them from your vault. Silence. Soldiers looked at each other. Fear changed into anger. Betrayal. The king's desperation. The king screamed. Guards. Kill them. Some guards moved. Others stopped. Then, one guard dropped his sword. I will not, he said. Another followed. Then another. Soon, half the army stood down. The king trembled. You traitors.
He pulled a small blade.
Rushed toward Rimiki. Die. Frairen saw. Rimiki. He ran. Too late. The blade hit. Rimiki fell. Blood spread. Time stopped. No, Frairen whispered. He caught him. Held him. Rimiki smiled weakly. It's okay, he said. We won. You must live, Frairen cried. Lead them. Rimiki shook his head. Promise me. What? Frairen asked. Build a world without fear. I promise, Frairen said. Rimiki closed his eyes. And was gone. The fall of the king. Something broke inside Frairen. Not anger. Not hate.
Clarity.
He stood.
Slowly.
Calmly. Walked to the king. The king stepped back. Stay away. Frairen looked into his eyes. This ends now. One strike. The king fell.
Disarmed.
Crying. Guards arrested him. Chains closed. The crowd was silent. Then,
cheers. Tears.
Freedom. After the storm. Weeks passed. War ended. The king was judged. Varric confessed. Truth was written. Schools taught it. People learned. A council replaced the throne. No single ruler. Shared power. Open laws. New hope. Rimiki's memory. On a green hill, a stone stood. With words. Rimiki. Speaker of truth. Hero of the people. Frairen visited every month. He placed flowers. Spoke softly. You kept your promise. Frairen's new path. Frairen refused power. Refused crown. He became a guardian.
Traveling.
Helping. Teaching. Lyra became head of intelligence. Protecting peace. Watching shadows. The final scene. One evening. Frairen stood on the same hill. Sun setting. Wind blowing. He closed his eyes. He heard Rimiki's voice.
Together.
He smiled. Always. He walked forward. Into a free world. Built on truth. Built on sacrifice. Built on hope.